Okay, Algebra, it's gotten sunny and I'm tired of sitting in the truck, so I'm going to do this lesson in the bed of the truck. Today we're going to talk about writing equations in slope-intercept form. If you remember yesterday, we learned that slope-intercept form looks like this: y equals mx plus b. So problems of this type, writing an equation, they're going to give you a couple different things. One of them is they could give you the slope. They'll maybe say slope equals 3, and the line passes through the point 2, 1. All right? So they're going to give you at least those two things: the slope and where the line passes through. So the way we're going to solve a problem like that is, do you see up here, they're going to give you a number of different things that you need. You have 4 unknowns in this equation: y, m, x, and b. But they're going to give you 3 of them. They're going to give you an x and a y, and they're going to give you a slope. So you simply fill those in your equation and you're going to solve for b. Why don't we do that here? Let me make sure you can see. Okay, so let's do this. So for the y, now remember, there could be a lot of x and y's that make this equation true, but at least one of them that we know is going to make it true is 2, 1. The reason why we know it makes it true is because it's on the line. Every point on the line makes that equation true. And there's one specific one that we know does. So we can plug in 1 for y and 2 for x, and we know that that's going to work in our formula. So let's do it right now. 1 equals, and for m, we're going to use the slope that they give us, 3. 3, and then our x is going to be 2. So 3 times 2. And the only thing that we don't know right now is b. So simplify it. 1 equals 6 plus b. Take the 6 to the other side, and we get b equals, this is a little hard for me to do upside down, -5. Okay, does that make sense? Now that you've found out what the b is, let me make sure it's on there, b equals -5. Now that you found out what the b is, you already know what the slope is. And so now it's time for us to write this in a more general form. That's the equation that works for that specific point, but we want other points. There's other points on the line. So we're going to rewrite this in a more general way. So we're going to write it with a general y equals, and our slope is still the same, it was 3. And now we want a general x, and we've solved for the b, which is -5, so we just simply put -5. And there is our equation for a line that passes through that point and has that slope. Okay? The difference between this equation now and the one before is this works for any x and y that make it true. It's a more general form of it. Now, there's one level of complication that they could go further for you. Instead of just giving you the slope, they might have you figure out the slope first. Let me erase and put another equation up there. You just sit back, I don't know, wherever you are, on your couch or whatever, and I'll just sit in the back of this pickup truck and give you one more example. Okay, so now what they might do is, instead of giving you the slope and a point that it goes through, they'll just give you 2 points that this line goes through. And they'll say, given a line that goes through those 2 points, give me an equation in slope-intercept form. So the first thing you're going to have to do is just find the slope. And you know how to do that. It's the difference between the y's over the difference between the x's. Another way of saying that is the rise over the run. So it doesn't matter which way we do it. Let's go 3 minus -3, which gives you 6. And since we went that way first, we have to do it again. -2 minus 1 is going to give you -1. Or sorry, -3. And that ends up giving you a slope of -2. Okay? So now we're at the starting place of where we were before. Now we have a slope, and we have a point, and actually we have 2 points, so we can pick either one. Let's pick this one. So we rewrite this. Remember, it's going to be y equals mx plus b. And we just need to start filling in some of these. So here's our y. So -3. This is on camera, I hope. M is going to be our slope, which was -2. And the x is 1 plus b. Okay? So now we just simply solve. -3 equals -2 plus b. Add that to the other side, and we get b equals -1. Once we have that, we're prepared to rewrite our equation again. Let me just stop and erase. Okay. We have our slope. We have our y-intercept. And we can choose either point. Well, actually, no, sorry. We don't have to worry about these points anymore. We're going to rewrite it. Y equals m, which is -2, x, and then it's -1. There's a general equation for a line that passes through those 2 points. Okay, I'm going to get back inside the truck now, and you can go back to doing whatever you're doing.